Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome again, grade 9 students. The title of our lesson for today is 2A, 2 grammar, 3 listen, 4 speak. Students book page 19, workbook page 16. Here we go. As usual, let's start by going over the learning objectives which we are going to achieve for today. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to 1. Distinguish between the use of present perfect simple and past simple. 2. Respond to 3 WH questions after listening to a part of a radio program. 3. Talk about some experiences you have had. Now let's go to Students Book page 19 and study this box. Grammar, present perfect simple. Present perfect simple versus past simple. Read the examples. Note the verbs in blue. These verbs, which are in the present perfect simple, and answer the questions. Let's start by reading the examples. Jane has sent me a text message. She is organizing a get-together night. 2. We have met at her house many times before. Now let's answer these two questions. How do you form the present perfect simple? Complete. Look at these two verbs, has sent and have met. How do you form present perfect? What do you think? Excellent. We add either have or has plus past participle. Now let's look at this example. Has sent. Has plus the past participle of the verb sent, which is sent. Have met. Have plus the past participle of the verb meet, which is met. Now, as we know, have is used with I, we, you, they, and plural noun, whereas has is used with he, she, it, and singular noun. Now let's go to question number 2. What kind of actions do we use the present perfect simple for? Choose A or B. What do you think? For actions happening now, or for actions that happened in the past and their results are obvious now, or we don't mention when they happened? Excellent. It's B. Actions that happened in the past and the results are obvious now. Jane has sent me a text message. The result is she is organizing a get-together night. Number 2, when we don't mention when they happened, we have met at her house many times. But here we don't mention when the action happened. Now let's go to Students Book page 67 grammar reference and study this box. Module 2, present perfect simple. For affirmative sentences, we use the subject have or has, then past participle. For example, I have worked. She has brought. We have worked. As for negative, we add not for have and has. I haven't worked. She hasn't brought. They haven't worked. For questions, we change the order. Instead of subject verb, we use verb subject. I have worked. Have I worked? She has brought. Has she brought? Now the uses of present perfect simple. We use the present perfect simple for different uses, one of which is for actions which happened in the past but we don't mention when exactly. For example, I have tasted Chinese food before, but here the speaker is not telling us when he tasted the Chinese food. The second use is for actions which happened in the past and finished, but the results are obvious in the present. For example, I have lost my keys. I can't get into the house. Here the result is he can't get into the house as he has lost the keys. Look, Jack has bought a new bicycle. The bicycle is over there. You can see it. So Jack has bought a new bicycle. Now again, Students Book page 68. Note, look at the list of irregular verbs, this list, which you can find page 71. A list which you should always study and never forget because we need the past participle of the verbs after have or has. These are the time expressions which indicate or refer to present perfect. Study them well. Now, workbook page 16. You are going to complete the dialogues with the present perfect symbol of the verbs in brackets, these verbs. So I want you now to pause the video and try to complete the sentences using present perfect simple. Go on. Now you can check your answers. Now let's go to Students Book, page 19, and study this table. Read the examples. What's the difference between I have uploaded and I uploaded in these two examples? I have uploaded lots of photos on my website. I uploaded a photo of me and my friends last night. Now, what do you think the difference is between I have uploaded and I uploaded? Excellent. In the first sentence, I have uploaded lots of photos on my website. This tense is present perfect simple. It shows the result of an action that happened in the past. The action that happened in the past is having uploaded lots of photos. The result is that you can see the photos on the website now. So it's a result of something that happened in the past. So we use present perfect simple. In the second sentence, we use simple past as we have the word last night. So we say I uploaded. For more information, you can go to Students Book, page 68 and study this table. Go ahead. Now let's do this exercise together. Correct the verbs in brackets using present perfect simple or past simple. Here we have 4 sentences. We are going to put the verbs in the correct tense. Present perfect simple, past simple. But before that, could you please pause the video and then do the task? Go on. Okay, now the first one. What do you think? Excellent. It has eaten. Here the speaker finds out that there is no more sandwich for him. So this is a result of an action that happened in the past. So we use present perfect, has eaten. Now number 2, what do you think? Excellent. It went. Why? Because here we have the word an hour ago, which refers to the past. 3, what do you think? Brilliant. It's haven't tried. Here, the speaker talks about an action which he has never done before. And here we have the word before, which refers to the present perfect simple. The last one, excellent, has arrived. Ahmed is here now. So we say that he has just arrived. And here the word just also refers to the present perfect. Now, Students Book, page 19, let's do this exercise. Complete with the present perfect or the past simple of the verbs in brackets. Here we have 9 blanks. We are going to put the verbs in brackets in the correct tense, either present perfect simple or past simple. Before that, could you please pause the video and try to do the exercise? Go ahead. Okay, now let's do it together. Number 1, what do you think? Excellent. It's have you ever tried? Why? Because here we are asking about something that happened in the past without mentioning the time. And we have the word ever, which refers to the present perfect. No, I? Excellent. Have never tried. Here, he's still talking about an action which happened without mentioning the correct time in the past. And we have the word never, which refers to the present perfect. Have plus the past participle of the verb have, which is had. The next one, I had. Why? Because here we have a few weeks ago. We are talking about the past, so we use simple past. The next one, excellent. It's did you like. Why? Because we are still talking about an action that happened in the past, a few weeks ago. No, I. Excellent. No, I didn't like it because the question starts with did, so the answer should contain did. Here, the answer is no, so we use didn't. The next one, very good. It was the past tense of be. What about 7? Brilliant. It's made. Why? Because we are still talking about the past. Here we have the word last night. And very good. It was, as the tense is in the past simple. The last sentence is I have always wanted. Very good, because here we have the word always, which refers to the present perfect simple. Well done, students. Now, workbook, page 16, let's do this exercise. Complete the dialogues with the past simple or the present perfect simple of the verbs in brackets. Here we still have some verbs in brackets. Put them in the correct tense. Before that, could you please pause the video and try to do the exercise? Now, could you please check your answers? Now, students book, page 19. Let's study this table. Read the examples. What's the difference between has been, went, and has gone? Mike has been to Rome twice. He went to Rome in 2008 and in 2012. Mike has gone to Milan this week. He is coming back tomorrow. What do you think the difference between these three verbs is? Excellent. In the first sentence, we use present perfect, has been, because here we are talking about an action that happened in the past, but we don't know when. So the time of the action is not mentioned here in this sentence. And it also means that Mike is no longer in Rome. He came back to his home country. Number two, here we use the past tense. Why? Because here we have 2008, 2012, which refer to the past. In the third sentence, Mike has gone to Milan this week. He's coming back tomorrow. So here Mike is still in Milan. He hasn't come back. So the difference between has gone and has gone, the person is still away. He hasn't come back. Whereas has been, the person has come back. For more information, could you please go to Students Book page 68 and study this table? Go ahead. Now let's do this exercise. Complete the following sentences using have has gone, have has been. Here we have 4 sentences. What I want you to do is to pause the video and try to do the exercise. Go ahead. Okay, now let's do number 1. What do you think? Excellent, it's have gone. Why? Because my parents are still in London. They'll be back next Friday. Excellent. Number 2, what do you think? Very good, it has been. Why? Because my friend has visited Spain many times, but now he is not there. He is home, maybe. 3, very good. He has been to the doctor. The result is he is okay now. So he went and came back home. Number 4, where are the children? Excellent. They have gone. Why? Because they are not at home. He is asking about them. Where are they? This means that they have gone to the mall, but they haven't come back yet. Well done, students. Now, let's move on to the listening task, Students Book, page 19. Let's answer the following questions. What do you know about video calls? Yes, what do you know about video calls? Excellent. They are calls in which you can see the one you are talking to. Good. Do you make video calls? Why or why not? What do you think? This is a suggested answer. Excellent. Yes, because I have many friends outside Qatar and I like to see them while calling. Very good. And now let's do the listening tasks. Here, listen to a part of a radio program and answer the questions that choose A, B, C, or D. Here we have 3 questions. What I want you to do now is to pause the video and read the questions. Go on. Okay, now let's listen and answer the questions. Listen.
3. Listen. B. Listen to part of a radio program and answer the questions. Choose A, B, C, or D.
Picture Call is a software program with which users make online video calls and voice calls, send instant messages, and share files and photos. To create a Picture Call account, you give your name, email address, and your date of birth. You don't have to give your home address, but you need to give the country where you live. Picture Call is free for anyone with access to the internet. There is also a cheap rate if someone wants to call mobiles or landlines anywhere in the world. Users can also send cheap text messages and make group video calls with up to 10 people. Picture Call is easy to use, doesn't take long to feel familiar. Picture Call is used by people of all ages, and even older people who may not feel comfortable about using computers are happy to chat and see family in another country. Picture Call is used as the main way of communication by 25% of small businesses. What is more, Picture Call is a great way to have job interviews with companies anywhere in the world from the comfort of your own home.
Okay, now let's answer the questions. What do you think the first question is? What's the answer of it? Excellent. It's C. Can you tell me why? Very good. It's because the speaker said that you don't have to give your home address. What about number 2? Very good. It's A. They don't cost a lot. Can you still remember the sentence which refers to that? Very good. It's the one that says there is also a cheap rate if someone wants to call mobiles or landlines anywhere in the world. Now what about number 3? Very good. It's the number D. Why? Because the speaker said that, and even older people who may not feel comfortable about using computers are happy to chat and see families in other countries. Well done, students. Now, the speaking task. Talk in pairs. Go to the speaking activity section on page 61. Now this is 61. Here, talk in pairs. Have you ever done the following? Discuss the details. Here we have 4 situations. We are going to talk about these situations, whether you have done them or not, using the prompts or the questions here to complete your conversation. For example, have you ever taken a bad photo? Yes, I have. Where were you? And so on. This is the suggested answers for the first situations. Read them and try to make similar ones. And that's the end of our lesson for today. Thank you very much for watching.